Yes, that is, I think, honestly, the biggest concern for Viking here is their heroes deal spread damage, right? Gyrocopter deals spread damage, Kunkka deals spread damage. They don't have any heavy single target.
I mean, his ult always feels like a luxury, right? Unless you're playing him.
It does.
I mean, even when you're playing the core Elder Titan, it's just the right-clicking
celery up here. I don't know if GH can run this one down.
Well, he's committing, it looks like.
Trying.
The boar is going to continue to slow him down. Nope, he's going to try to fall back now. Can Toby actually catch up? He doesn't have axes yet, obviously, still level 1. Will go down to Celery's Q, though. So, very nicely done. First blood for Viking.
These wings on Kuro look cool, by the way. Can I just say that? They're really cool.
Oh, hold on. We might have a kill here. Celery very low. Yep. Kills are more important than cosmetics, believe it or not, as Celery does get briefcase down by GH. And Toby will have to resign to going back to his tower. So Kuro, yeah, his... Oh, these are like the... what do they call them again? Yeah, the Crimson.
Yep.
Very nice.
I didn't actually know this Crimson item existed. Oh, nice shards.
Yes, that is really nice. And that is going to be a relatively easy kill then for Viking. God, he does
now
so
level
much
5
damage. Jeez.
Against the level 3 Beastmaster. Bottom rune. Really Kuro will just get it with the stun. Can overtake the Tusk. Is that 4 runes if Weeha gets this?
But Weeha dies trying to get to the other bounty. Unfortunate for him. And GH trying to get some retribution. My God, I can't believe how much damage this hero does.
Is he killing him?
This is absurd. Oh, we're going to see We're not going to see a kill mid, but Storm Spirit did apparently die to Tanner. He had his boat.
What if they just agreed, we're going to pick the heroes we have the dopest shit on, and then that's going to make us better? Isn't that how it works? The better your cosmetics, the better you are?
That's
Mind Control baited them in.
Oh, the Beastmaster dies first. Mind Control will die next. Shad taking extra damage, gets proc twice.
That's a Tusk, by the way, not a Beastmaster.
What did I say? Just stop correcting me mid-fight, all right? People can see on the screen. For God's sake,
if you're a beginner, you could easily think this guy would be called Beastmaster. He has tusks. Top. That is a very good stomp from GH.
Taking the Echo Stomp, and GH will get the credit for that kill.
And the Beastmaster.
Yep, there's
will survive.
It's a flying jaded horse, in case you were wondering.
Pretty.
And Briefcase Man, the businessman, GH, getting a nice shrine.
Businessman.
In the jungle.
I've never played this game before. This guy looks like a businessman.
He's a businessman. He's very serious about it. Top lane, the bear with the cowboy hat.
Oh, that was maybe too far, Weeha.
He pops his ult, though. We'll take less damage as a result. We're seeing the Kunkka combo now on the Elder Titan. Business not so good right now as he might go down. He's going to dodge the Torrent, though, for now, as the Storm Spear comes in, takes out the Beastmaster.
GH might get a stomp off here, too, if he's good. Is he good,
Tanner,
you think?
Continue. He's pretty good. He can go to the high ground now. We're going to see Storm Spirit get yet another kill, but we're watching the businessman end up getting dropped by the pirate.
He thinks there's a ward now because he got hit from the low ground, but he's taking a lot of harassment from the Maiden Beastmaster, but he's still clearly out-leveling them. He's level 7. Beastmaster's still level 5.
Bottom lane, Pit of Malice into an amalgamation of skills. Actually going to try to turn this around. Rocket Barrage, in addition to the Gyro ult, come out onto Mind Control. And here comes the Tusk to be able to finish him off quite easily. GH blocked in by the shards again, trying to get up an Echo Stomp. Decently successful, but maybe not enough. Aramis actually doesn't have any more mana, so GH will get away with his briefcase and all. And Shad is in the top lane now on this Gyrocopter.
Yeah, they want to make an aggressive move on Weeha and get the tower. Might see Aurora come out.
Indeed. Call down is available if they want to expend it. He will not. Homing Missile does connect as Weeha pops the ult in preparation for a lot of damage. There comes the ult from Gyrocopter, and that's going to end up being a relatively easy kill. And actually, surprisingly, GH stayed around to fight the 1v5 and ends up dropping as well. So let's keep an eye on who gets the jelly. So one on Storm as expected. Do you think we're waiting for Ursa? Is that the second target? That's my guess.
Could be, I think so.
Kuroki is dead. And now he dies. Just a delayed call. Sorry, guys. Working with a little ping issue here.
Oh, they're actually trying Miracle here. He got the combo right.
With the boat. Torrent is available there as well. His mana is relatively low, but he has better positioning on the high ground. Pit of Malice is here as Mind Control makes his way. Tanner has the armlet, staying alive, but not long enough as Celery pops the ult, but really to no avail. And now Mind Control gets Beastmaster roared, but there's not a whole lot of follow-up after that because they focus on the Elder Titan instead. And now the brunt of the damage is applied to Underlord himself. Another Pit of Malice. KuroKy does have swap just in case. Doesn't look like he'll need it. We'll use it aggressively onto Shad instead. Here comes the fat, juicy bear with the cowboy hat, going back and forth and playing on his tambourines. Looks like nothing's going to come of it.
That's like the perfect taunt for Weehaw, actually. It's the best taunt.
Okay, can you name his favorite taunt, which he spams more than any other? And we're gonna have a potential gank here bot as Miracle and GH group up with this smoke. Oh, this will be a big kill. Gonna initiate on the Shad. The layering is not perfect, but it's gonna be a kill nonetheless.
Good enough.
We have a counter smoke on the other side though, and if they can get Ursa here, it'd be pretty big.
He has ulti, and there's a shrine to TP on.
Into boat. Everything will connect, but a lot of the damage has been mitigated as Mind Control comes to help out. And yeah, Viking is going to have to back out now, but they better be careful because Miracle has come to play. KuroKy with the stun. Stuns galore. In fact, Beastmaster the first to fall. A double Echo Stomp. Tanner, will he stay alive?
God,
absolutely
dude.
not. 4 dead as Aramis will be a full team wipe. And my goodness, that is a lot of damage. And Weehaw gets his favorite item, the Essence Ring. So has found it in every game but one so far on his Ursa. Echo Stomp on the Kunkka in the mid lane. Going towards a Halberd right now.
GH?
Initiate onto GH.
He could get
They do have some reinforcements here. Yeah, KuroKy will swap. Pit of Malice to help out as well. GH might be getting away, but no, here comes Shad. Finally able to finish him off as Mind Control taking the brunt of the damage now. Elder Titan buys back into the game. It's going to be a trade of sorts. CM dies, but it did cost the buyback on Elder Titan. If they really want to find somebody else, or else this buyback was not worth it. I hear a bear chasing. Oh, if they can get Shad, this will be huge. A TP is coming. He pops his wand. Nice roar from Toby. A buyback from Crystal Maiden. KuroKy blocked out with the Ice Shards. Beautifully done from Viking. And maybe they can clean up now as KuroKy and Weehaw kind of separating from each other. The first to fall will be the Beastmaster with the Venge, but Tusk is going to die now as Miracle with the ridiculous mobility, which in essence is truly Storm Spirit's forte, ends up getting a double kill for himself. So KuroKy's going to be spotted now. Nethershawl. Is this a good game for it? For Storm Spirit. Ursa has it right now.
It's not good on Ursa.
Obviously.
I would put it on Storm. I think it's...
Yeah, I would too.
It's unlikely that the minus armor will matter very much.
Miracle jumping in. Oh, nice snowball, but it puts them in harm's way. This could end up being worse for them. Miracle continuing to go into the other side of the tower now. Going to focus on Celery. He's stayed alive for a very long time, but will end up dropping at the end of the day. Homing Missile is continuing its way towards Miracle. He's going to dodge it, and he's going to go right back in with that newly picked up Bloodstone. Aramis very low, but Miracle will finally finish him off. It seems like he has endless amounts of mana with his Bloodstone. Good lord. 4 dead in the blink of an eye. In addition to a courier, the donkey just got destroyed, Syndra. Jesus. Yeah. And a tier 1 tower will follow.
And he's just playing around with him, jumping in and out all the time. And in the end, if you create that big of a distraction while dealing damage, the fight just plays itself in the end. So,
and that is a pretty scary proposition for Viking, who lose their top outpost. And it's gonna be close. Will they be able to get this in time? Oh, Storm Spirit jumps in. They do find it, but how much will it cost them? Mind Control is here with that Firestorm. Boat coming in. Don't think that's gonna keep the Kunkka alive for too much longer, despite being a very good debuff. Or a buff, I should say. Tanner. Miracle doesn't really have that much mana to speak of, as I hear Ursa beating the shit out of that Beastmaster. That's gonna be a kill for Weehaw, and the Kunkka will fall. So was it worth it? Probably not. As I have to admit, they're looking really good this game.
Oh, he actually has 60 bonus damage too on the Underlord. That's a free relic from being involved in fights. Not bad.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's pretty sexy. And this is going to be a freebie.
Heroes.
Or will it? They're actually going to try to initiate here. The boat onto Mind Control. The jump in from Miracle. They're actually applying everything, but KuroKy is going to save his Underlord. KuroKy will be the first to fall, but Weehaw jumps in with that BKB.
Oh, the Splitter.
Splitter onto multiple heroes. It hits 3. Triple kill for Weehaw. And this is looking very grim.
There's your chat line.
Maybe a little too sexual, actually. But the tier 3 tower is next on the list. GG is called, so game 1 is an absolute beatdown.
Wow.
Well played.
Okay.
I'm going to give the MVP to GH. I think that his early game was so impactful and created so much space for everyone else. He would...
Okay, they went Invoker anyway. Yeah, fair enough. Why not?
I think this pretty much ensures that Tiny will be safely in after all. Cinder, it looks like you're right, buddy. Congratulations. GH, of course, has the boots level 1, so looking for a potential toss. It's going to be a little bit difficult, although tossing into the spear from Mars could set up something pretty nice. He's going to get blocked in, though, into the shards. Going to attach Tusk to his own shards, and the defensive toss not going to be enough as Shad takes the first blood on Weehaw.
Yeah. Kuro was far off to the side, getting his items from the courier, so he was way too late to be able to blind there, and just, yeah, a little miscommunication maybe, playing too aggressively there. But looks like they will end up getting Shad for it, so...
Indeed.
Okay, that was not a necessary spear. He needed literally 1 attack. Style points are allowed.
Miracle right now in the mid lane.
That whole formation in military history isn't that it's a phalanx thing, right? The thing where you have the big shields in front. That was a phalanx that started that. I think
that is right. GH gets the avalanche toss. Celery.
Nice combo.
Gets speared onto a tree. We're seeing a great multi-shot. Doing a decent amount of damage. Celery gets off the health salve. The courier taking some damage. It will live, but will Celery? No, he will die. But the Coddle dies first. So it's a 1-for-1 exchange. Weehaw. Look, he's moonwalking back to this tier 1 very slowly but surely. He's taking even more damage.
Just walk in there? Okay.
Aramis, he has spell.
He kind of just killed himself.
Yeah, he killed himself. I mean, that's the Weehaw special, right? At the end of the day.
That was unnecessary to walk into the tree line. I think he was fine just running down the lane.
Weehaw getting a little bit aggressive.
Oh, Miracle mid as well.
Ice Shards do not block him in.
He is
gets
more
a deafening
than fine.
blast, and he doesn't even need GH.
Yeah, the shards
GH just wanted to steal the XP.
It's like everyone is excited. Oh, Iron Talon, and then people realize it's bad. But it was great for the promotion of it. People are like, "Yay, our old items are coming back." But it's just not. I really stand by. I think it's the single worst item you can get, pretty much consistently. So
and
either buff it or
timing, right? It has nothing to do with the item itself, in theory. As Sunstrike will finish off the Crystal Maiden, and Aramis level 4.
Oh, that's
there
a
is
really
the ult
good
from
arena.
Weehaw. Snowball. Pretty solid, mitigating a lot of damage here as Venomancer gets taken on the top lane. Looks like that was a black hole expended for it, in fact. As Shad is left by his teammate to his own devices, Weehaw's going to continue to chase. Tanner coming in. Can they actually find the Drow Ranger? This will be pretty big. Not for now. Kuroki taking more damage. Sunstrike! Oh, Miracle again! That's the second Sunstrike in this fight, I want to say.
It is.
Goodness.
25 2 for 2. Okay, so Mind Control has made his choice. He's going Ags. Oh, sorry, yeah, BKB on Enigma. First item. He knows that the only cancel is RP. Speaking of the devil here. Oh, he gets it off. I don't... Do they have the damage here?
Oh,
Tanner's
Sunstrike!
dead.
Oh! Doesn't get the XP
not a great
for it.
trade. Miracle gets the kill, so he gets the XP.
Yeah, that's true. GH with the toss. And Aramis will fall, and Drow Ranger dies in the other lane as we're seeing multiple ultimates expended. The Will-O-Wisp, what an annoying spell to deal with as Weehaw comes in. One more spear ensures the double kill. Toby pops that ult. Weehaw looks to be dead here.
He is.
Takes the Veil of Discord and trying to get some CS before his inevitable demise. And Kuro
will survive for now, though. Tranquil Boots. He's very fast. Oh, Mango Tree. No.
Delicious.
I don't know if he saw it. I think he didn't see it. Uh-oh. Well, how much space can an old man on Pegasus make? Let's see. He has a sick Cataclysm setup. So in this game, I think it's a better choice than the last time. But to be honest, I think he just likes it and would have bought it anyway. He just likes the extra level on his spells and the stats.
Look at this spell from Weehaw. Look at the projectile of the tower. That is amazing. Oh, Sunstrike gonna miss thanks to the snowball from Aramis. will be good for now. Ice Shard's not really going to block it, but yeah, he's going to get the punch off, and Caudle has died. Avalanche now, GH attempting to get out of dodge. Looks like he might die, but the Black Hole on the other side will ensure a kill on the Crystal Maiden. 2 for 1, and yeah, Black Hole for Crystal Maiden. Interesting.
Puts an emote in chat. It's like, okay. Basically, canceling Black Hole with RP is a lot easier when you have the Magnus Ags. But it's still...
He's coming. He's coming. Okay, he misses his shockwave, but they got the old RP, or sorry, the skewer back in town, as Weehaw will be the first to suffer its consequences here.
They're going to give up this tower. If they wanted to fight for it, Weehaw would have cast his ult before he died, but doesn't seem to be interested in that. Sunstrike. Okay, Celery took a lot of damage there. Let's see if he finds the ward.
Again? All right, Tanner. Do they have vision up here? They do not.
Oh, that's not a good smoke. That is not a good smoke.
Well, they got the the fake RP. This would just be a position for Tiny, though. But here comes Shad with the gust.
Or will it? Magnus has haste.
Yeah. Magnus has
essentially infinite haste rune.
This hero. Well, see, this is the thing that, again, this is why I'm here to learn from you, Cinderin. Why is this hero not just picked or banned every single game? Like, we've been not seeing him at all this qualifier.
I honestly don't have a good answer to that question right now.
Mind Control getting initiated on.
I think if you imagine in this game, I think Mind Control will probably end up... Yeah, he's going to get skewered to death eventually. If you think about when Drow got picked in this draft, what slot it got picked in, if you picked Magnus in that slot, I would feel like you had a lot of flexibility with what you were to do with your draft afterwards. And now they ended up with Mag together with Drow instead because they picked them in opposite order. But I don't know what it is they're waiting to see before they pick it. I think Koro just misclicked the deny and hit the creep.
Instead of the Venomancer debuff?
Yeah, I think he wanted to hit the Mars, but hit the creep by mistake. It's spammable with the clarity. 50
mana?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know, it's very obvious what ways you can nerf this, so something's probably gonna happen. Alright, there we go.
Might get caught out here.
Just got the dagger on the courier. Perfect timing.
Puts himself in not the greatest position. Will-O-Wisp is used essentially just... Tusk gets destroyed. That was a lot of elevation.
In every axis on the map right there. Good Sunstrike.
Weehaw has his ultimate, will expend it, is on 2. Venomancer does get his ultimate off. Tusk buys back into the game. RP onto 3 heroes. Skewers back into a black hole, though. That is not where you want to be, my friend. Tanner continuing to skewer to his heart's content. 2 buybacks now for Viking, as this fight has become very important for them. Double kill for Tanner now, as Weehaw, in his Phalanx form, continuing to mitigate damage, but is very, very slow, thanks to the buyback from Toby. So that's a triple kill for the skewering Magnus. And Mind Control, of course, already expended that black hole, so it needs to get out of dodge.
Yep, they're on the hunt. Tanner's searching the scanning Magnus, but he's done now. Didn't find him.
Time to farm.
That looked like it was going to go better for Enigma than it did, but those buybacks definitely massive value.
And fight is not over. Vikings still at this tier 1 tower, applying all the pressure to GH. A nice toss.
He has a toss again.
He got net now. Yeah, Avalanche, that might be enough. Wait, the shards block him in, though. And the Gale will connect. So this looks to be a dead GH. And in the meantime, Enigma did end up getting killed after all of that.
Sunstrike. Oh, good sidestep from Celery. Oh, but Weehaw might be on his tail now.
Mars already up. He misses his spear, though. Celery into the snowball he goes. And the ice shards are there, blocking in Weehaw. As the Venomancer did die. Multi-shot applied, though. And actually, he skewers out of the multi-shot. And the courier gets decimated by Weehaw. But the punch should ensure that Weehaw will finally die. Tanner pops the BKB. Weehaw taking very little damage. Miracle will be next on the list for this skewering Magnus again. And Viking just playing with their food at this point. They're doing whatever they want with this hero
played, I don't understand why it's not just a first pick. This is absurd to watch.
The Will-O-Wisp. This is like WTF mode is just on. That's what it feels like.
It really does.
Celery able to get the D ward, as Magnus, as you can see on your mini map, is just all over the place. I mean, the thing about their lineup is they just have so much team fight that it feels like even if they're down, which they barely are at this point, They always have that ace up their sleeve, and they don't have to expend all their ultimates in the same fight either. But Magnus is the scary one. Kuroki takes the Frostbite and the death to follow, skewering again. Tanner, oh, he gets bounced around by Weehaw, so not able to get the RP off, but he gets it onto Enigma, who pops the BKB, and the buyback from Cottle now. Tanner pops his BKB shortly after, and Enigma dies immediately. That is truly unfortunate, as Weehaw looks to be next. The skewer again will finish him off, as this tier 1 tower will not be standing very much longer. And Viking, I mean, that Enigma black hole BKB did not work out as planned.
The mag in BKB kind of feels invincible. Like he can do whatever he wants. And
yep, for now that definitely feels like
hate to see it.
The case.
Oh,
Shad picks up.
Here he comes. Get the mag, guys. LOL.
LOL.
Deso Ags is pretty strong. I don't think he should buy a pipe. That seems pretty meaningless by now. I don't think it's going to do enough. Deso BKB could also be good. Because I really think it's the damage that's lacking right now. They have loads of control. Is he going to kill Aramis here?
It's going to be close. Like He's burning very low. Miracle.
Oh, the Golem Creep.
Could go for the kill. The Golem Creep will continue on. And he's going to punch it in the back of the head. It will live. And the little babies will survive. And looks like no kill will come of that. And in the meantime, in mid lane, we have the Will-O-Wisp. No. Shad taking a lot of damage, but Tanner is here. Nice job from Weehaw finishing him off before he could get away. GH in the meantime gonna try to get away from this everlasting skewer. Very impossible to deal with, as GH will blink to safety. Venomancer caught off though. Gets off the ult just before dying. The question is, does Viking want to go any further here? Looks like the answer is yes, but Tanner has absolutely no mana.
No problem,
you don't need
though.
it for skewer, guys.
No mana, no problem.
The shrine is not up, and he's just going to pick up all the runes, and nobody can catch him. It's 35 attack speed loss, but 13 armor is quite a bit.
It is
basically a plate mill.
It feels really nice to get this item on Maiden, though, I would say. But yeah. Oh, RP.
Oh, we have an RP on Weehaw. He is surrounded by the enemy. He's going to phalanx to no avail. He will die. We're going to have some TPs back to base. Aramis is making sure that his tier 3 is not taken. It is at half HP. GH level 15.
Oh,
with that
will Aramis hit
ready.
this dust? Oh, he guessed wrong.
Close. Miracle will get out safely. Has a lot of defensive tools with the Yules into Blink, but God, I just hear Skewer all the time, and I just get scared I'm missing something. But it's just him moving around the map. Miracle, he's going to get snowballed. The Spirit Vessel is applied to him, and they definitely have vision now. That's going to be an easy kill. So Viking able to get it. All right, RP applied now to the Tiny, into the multi-shot. The synergy is out of control as GH drops to the deck. And the tier 1 tower will be denied. But
he finished the pipe, man.
They need to back.
Oh. BKB Deso or Aghanim, something to give that bit more of a punch. Because I think the way they're setting up their lineup right now, there's so much pressure on Mind Control and Miracle to hit incredible spells.
Oh my goodness. Mind Control does get off the BKB after he's initiated on Aramis. He's stunned up for now.
Oh, that's a really good one.
This could be good if they have any follow-up. Mars ult on top of it. Tanner with the BKB going to continue to skewer. Toby looks like he'll drop in that arena very shortly as Tanner able to get out of dodge. The Drow Ranger did fall. And again, Tanner's impossible to find.
Looks like
Celery.
2 outposts were controlled by the Dire, so yeah. Radiant did not get any experience for that, and it looks... Oh, Celery's in trouble. He has a Glimmer, but Kuro will see him. He has a Sentry. He's dead. And a Dust.
GH is also going for Shadowblade, by the way. I mean, is there any potential for GH just to become the right-clicking core instead?
With his item build currently, it takes really long.
What the hell is this? Weehaw was literally by their tier 4 towers. What in gut? Back to the Skewer. Gets the RP into another Skewer. Into the fountain. Oh my god. What is this game? Is this Dota? Mars is actually tanking so much, but will die.
They're getting Rex for it.
Tier 3 though. And Toby Tanner.
They might get Rex. Whose glyph is longer?
Yeah, that is the question.
Okay.
They will save it.
Well, that was... He forced a Maiden buyback and almost got Rax. I mean, This is the damage that a lot of other heroes do when they have like 2 or 3 damage items, so the damage is definitely there. He just needs to be able to get the attacks off. And with AC...
He did.
Oh, Koro's dead. Yeah.
Ooh! Ooh, multi-shot. Mind control working towards a Shiva's. What is Weehaw actually working on now?
But now he ended up using the BKB defensively.
He's going for this Rax, my friend. No, maybe not.
Let's see.
I see some action on the sideline. We're going to watch the Rax being taken out first, though. The TPs are coming. They don't have fortification, and that is the melee Rax. The RP misses! Miracle! How are you getting away with this? Or will he? He gets punched in the face. Gets off the tornado, attempting the TP out. Tanner, whoa! That damage is pretty insane, but the melee Rex does fall. Is this the kind of game they need to play to win this game?
Yeah. I don't know
he
if
was going to get out if it wasn't for the ridiculous damage.
Yeah, it was close. I think maybe... I don't think he could have run away after the tornado. You can try tornado that and then deafening blast, but I think the skewer will catch up to him eventually. So.
Tanner finds GH. I don't think they have vision here, though. Or now they do. Spirit Vessel applied. Going to continue to skewer. Remember, Miracle does not have buyback, so... Not sure if they even want to fight this.
So, they're trying to buy time. They know how important this Roche is. Alright, they found Toby.
And there's the ult from Weehaw. They're able to take out the Venomancer. Will-O-Wisp applied as well. Tanner has to pop the BKB and the Satanic, keeping him alive, but there's the black hole. Can they finally kill this disgusting rhinoceros? They do! 3 heroes into the black hole. Buybacks galore from Viking, but Team Nigma, whoo, that was a good fight.
Tanner
and more buybacks this time
just
from Drow.
Walked up to Enigma there. He must have known black hole was ready.
Well, he's back for
Maybe
more,
he just felt invincible. I mean, clearly he needs to buff this hero if he can die like that.
If you can lose with this hero, Jesus Christ. Well, they're taking out Drow, but Drow Ranger gets...
Cataclysm?
Cataclysm finally doing a lot of damage. Toby able to get off his ult. The Aegis is taken from GH, and the Radiant also take out Roshan as Mind Control will finally fall. Tanner extremely low. That would have been a dieback for him. Celery, half HP, getting beat down by Weehaw. And Drow Ranger gets found at the high ground from GH. Can they actually find this carry? Finally getting this kill. One more right click will do it, and Tusk looks to be next on the list.
Comes the
Tanner coming in with that skewer. Weehaw uses his ultimate and is stuck on the high ground now, but they will find the kill regardless. So 3 dead for Viking, and a lot of these are diebacks, I'm sure, as Toby looks to be the next casualty.
Actually just over now.
It's over somehow. I have no idea what just happened. How does this happen?
Is so, it's such a magical game right now.
It's a shit show, but in the best way possible. That's
crazy game.
I love it. Aramis gets off the punch, but will be tossed back into the fray. He will have Crystal Maiden by his side shortly, but it might be in the grave. Oh, he actually is able to get out, but the damage coming in from Team Nigma. Looks like this will be game 2 in their advantage, and this was a crazy one. Why ban Magnus when you can have games like this? That's the real question, Cinder. Mind Control was initiated on, but Aramis will be taken out, and that is GG called. Whew. What a game. That was exciting. That was... I mean, if they ban Magnus, we don't get games like this. That's all I have to say. So continue not banning Magnus, probably, please. Thank you. It's interesting. I do wonder if they're going to keep this long term, because I've told you this story before, but when we first had Weehaw come onto the DC squad, when that new team was kind of formed from the ashes of the old, if you will, how much damage does Weehaw have?
Only attack speed, but it's a good amount.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Well, bottom lane, the Courier will be taken out by Kuroki. All right, that's a nice little bounty.
Did it deliver its regen? I think it didn't. They're starved down here on
Mind Control. Okay, taking so much damage. Echo Stomp, though, is there for the extra CC. Howl of Terror on top of it. Shad might get right-clicked down by GH. He does. That is a crap ton of damage, my friends. And so far, this tri-lane is a success for Team Nigma. It's very nice.
Toby is going into
meta.
The other guy's jungle. Oh, that Courier needs to be careful. And it is.
It is careful. I'm sticking to this tri-lane, by the way. I'm terrified. Oh, Ice Shards onto 2 heroes. GH gets the Echo Stomp off. He's just going to turn around and start beating the crap out of heroes, as Shad will be the first to fall. Elder Titan shortly after Aramis. barely able to live, but he's providing a lot of attack speed for Bloodseeker now in the opposing lane.
That looked very killable. But quick reaction from Kuro there and saved his life. Ironwood Tree. Very nice recipe for Miracle. He already has 2 branches, so just buy another branch for the sweet little upgrade.
Echo Stomp onto 2 in the bot lane into the Pit of Malice, and Celery is donezo. Not a whole lot his allies can do to help. Well,
okay, there is the tag
on a Kuroki though. Tag team is there, but the Echo Stomp again to follow. Buyback by Crystal Maiden. Very interesting. The Courier better be careful. Get that Beetle. They're gonna focus on Kuroki instead, and he will fall. But Shad is stuck inside the Pit of Malice. It looks like he might be okay, but GH is gonna continue the pressure, and the right click is more than enough to follow up. So Celery's buyback not really worth it. It feels like. And Weehaw has TP'd in. Bloodright is there. Tusk is going to snowball in. Of course, Rupture is available, but they're next to their tower, so probably not running out.
But perhaps they've also just changed their read on the patch to considering that maybe they feel like the mid lane is the carry this patch. And not the safe lane. And they put Miracle in the highest impact role.
Shockwave, there's no RP. It's actually not lovely yet. Kuroki gonna get some help from Weehaw. Looks like they'll find that kill, and Kuroki might just get away fine. Toby ruptured up, skewers basically to his death. The counter is real. Weehaw with a double kill. This is one of the best starts he's had this entire qualifier. This hero should be picked every game, or at least banned. Something. He's just completely on. Of course, it is GH, so maybe he makes everything look good. Weehaw able to get this bottom outpost. It's only 11:45 though, so won't be getting that bonus quite yet. He's gonna get ganked. Weehaw gets off the Bloodright just in time, or does he? No, doesn't matter.
Okay, that was
overwhelmed by 4 members. Yes. Yeah, that's a good point. We didn't mention the fact that he could just opt not to go for it just because of the Bloodseeker, because Bloodseeker sometimes is just one of those trump cards where he hard counters it here. Like if I'm playing Pango, that's the hardest counter you can get. Like it just feels real bad. Miracle, 2 shots to Crystal Maiden.
See ya.
Nice to meet you. And the tier 1 tower looks to be potentially the next target for them, as PA does get the Deso, so this could be a little surprise.
Oh, good combo spells.
Enemy Rupture and the swap. You're seeing how much burst damage they actually do. Tanner's very low. The RP does go off, though. Tanner getting healed up thanks to the mech. Still Ruptured, of course, will finally go down. Was a delayed effect. We'll buy back into the game, actually, as Kuroki is going to be the first to fall for his team, potentially. Gets up the magic missile, though, and PA dies with that Desolator intact, and Weehaw going to town on this Tusk, and a buybacks galore again. This could be a disaster for Viking. Toby with pretty much no mana to speak of. They need to get something out of this buyback from Tanner. They're going for GH, another Pit of Malice, and Weehaw is just doing so much damage this fight. This is going to be a dieback on the Tanner if they're able to actually finish him off. Does have the armlet, so able to keep alive for a little bit longer. Tusk buys back into the game. Going to TP into the shrine as well, but this is a dieback, a triple kill for Weehaw. By far his best game of this qualifiers, and Aramis, despite buying back, is the last member of his team, and it looks like that this is going to be essentially a team wipe. I believe PA bought back into this, so this is a complete disaster for Viking.
What do you mean essentially? That fight ended 8-0. What more do you want? I just know you can do better. You know, you gotta...
I hate you so much.
That was actually incredible. Okay, Nigma are starting to look like a tier 1 team again. Very well done.
They essentially won the game on that fight, Syndra.
Basically, yes. It's... Oh, quick swap from Kuro.
Finds a Crystal Maiden, and that is goodbye to her again.
You gotta pick your fight, right? It's not getting easier. Now you just lost a tower and a shrine for nothing. So I think with every passing minute, it's 1 minute later than you should have tried. And there we go. They're going now.
And they might run into... might be Kuroki, might be Mind Control. They're going to de-ward a little bit. Yeah, this is pretty much has to be the fight. TA getting initiated on. Nice boat onto 2, actually. Kuroki is going to take the brunt of the damage for now. RP onto just the TA, but the Echo Stomp to counter. Oh, dear. That is rough stuff. Into the Elder Titan ult as well, as Miracle is just cleaning everybody up. Celery gets his ult canceled pretty much immediately, and this looks to be a 3-0 for Team Nigma, as you remember, they got 2-1'd by Viking yesterday.
Yeah, maybe Viking are also playing a little less sharp today than they did yesterday, and they've been figured out a little bit in draft, but regardless, Nigma's just on a completely different level today. And I think the key thing about the fight we just watched, I don't even know if you had it on camera, but very early on when the fight broke out and Kunkka ran into X, the TA, Weehaw was immediately on top of PA and ruptured her. So she was just stuck, you know, she's just standing there at the wards and just looking at her teammates die, and she can't do anything. She can't connect to the fight.
But Kuroki has a Chrysalis, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen this on a position 5 Vengeful Spirit before. Pretty cool knowing that they're super, super far ahead. Echo Stomp onto 2. Torn onto 3 heroes. Shad comes in with a BKB, but they just have no damage to follow this up with. And TA and company should be able to clean this up quite nicely. Kobe getting help with that boat, but that is 2 dead in the blink of an eye, and the GGs come out. Congratulations to Team Nigma as they will qualify for the minor in Bukovel, Ukraine. Good series. This one was the biggest stomp, but I enjoyed a lot of these games. Seeing everything on this new patch. Got to kind of decipher what teams are thinking.
Bad hero. Nah, that I just wanna underline how interesting it is to see, because